Yo, 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 it's Big Ant, the spokesman, man. We back. Another edition of Urban Politicians TV, UPTV. Make sure you stay on your pivot at all times, man. Had to come tap in. We back with it live in New York City, where we waiting outside the courtroom. And this is coming from AP, Associated Press. Their YouTube channel is where you can find this at if you just want to go watch it from there without my commentary and everything. DiddY was denied bond yesterday for the people that don't know. And today is the appeal bond. So we waiting on the results right now. This started at 3:30. They set up, they waiting. DiddY's lawyer should be coming to address the press after, or DiddY will walk out. We shall see, y'all. We shall see. We shall see. We just sitting here waiting. It's a countdown to see what DiddY's results is. We don't know. Unless somebody's reporting from inside the courtroom, we don't know yet. We don't know yet. You know what I'm saying? We don't know yet. We haven't seen nothing yet. That they already put it out. I have to see it. Oh, they said he got denied? Okay. He denied. Well, I guess it ain't a lot to talk about now. Ain't nothing to talk about. I guess we just waiting on the guess we just waiting to hear what his lawyer got to say and what we'll do from here. We ain't gonna stay on here too long then. I didn't even look. He denied. Part of the game, man. It's a process. My bad. I'm out here sweating, man. I just got out the shower, went and worked out today, hit the track for a little bit, got some back dips in, did some push-ups, things like that. Went harder yesterday at it. Did my thing on Monday too, y'all. It's crazy. I'm gonna let y'all in on something. I'm not ashamed of it. While we waiting on DiddY's lawyer to come out, right now they did deny him. Yeah, he's denied. It was denied. Let me bring up something else until we hear him speak. Let's bring up something else till we hear him speak. Let's go to something else. But man, I went and I did, not to disregard nothing in this, like downplay this, but I went to the track today, y'all, and I went Monday and Tuesday. I'm 50 easy on push-ups. I could probably do 60 push-ups straight to the good. You know what I'm saying? Everything like that. Do them, knock them out. Ain't nothing on the burnout. 60 on the burnout on the push-ups. Let me see if anybody else has the update on it. We outside the courtroom for the people that just coming in to hear the initial first response. They said he got denied. So everybody's saying they waiting. I'm seeing the denials. Let me see if they got something on Law and Crime Network real quick, y'all. We going to Law and Crime Network YouTube channel. Early daytime stream. I'm about to get in the streets within the next hour. I just wanted to come update with y'all this on a live stream. Okay, here we go. Law and Crime Network outside as well. Now, he put a $50 million package together for this bond. There was a $50 million bail package put together for this bond. That's crazy. He sold his home for $18 million, y'all. Sold his crib recently for $18 million in Miami to be able to put it up for bond. And I read DiddY turned his passport in, y'all. Turned his passport in back in April. Back in April. So he had no intentions of running, or he wanted to let's say this. He wanted to make sure that they knew he didn't plan on running. We outside the federal courthouse in Manhattan right now, y'all, waiting to see what's what. I'm gonna read some of that bond package again that was offered. This was a different judge. This was an appeal bond. Now, I don't think this is the end all to be all. He might get another opportunity, but I'll be real with y'all. It's way harder to fight a case from behind the wall. You'd rather be outside fighting the case. Just my personal opinion. DiddY Bell. Change the title. Got denied again. Denied. Denied again. Appeal hearing. My bad, y'all. We finna get to it. Hold on. Getting this together real quick. For the people just coming in, we waiting for them to come out the courthouse and explain what happened. Then we'll move on from there. They should be coming out. This is one of them situations, man. It's a process. Hold on, I'm finna interact, man. Let me get my stuff together, y'all. My bad. I've been rushing all day. Bet. Let me tap in with y'all real quick. Turn it up, y'all. We here, we waiting. My bad on the lighting too, man. I'm not changing the room because I really don't stream in the daytime, so I haven't put nothing in. I ain't went and put up no new drapes or nothing because my room is set up for nighttime streams. I normally don't even shoot videos in here in the daytime. I like to go outside and do all the videos, especially when now we get into the fall months. It's perfect to be outside any time of day. So I ain't got no drapes up, but we straight though, man. The sun might beam in and out. What I was saying was, before we get to the topics real quick, I don't want to be, I'm not ashamed of this. I'm going to set a goal for myself. I can do 50 push-ups easy to the good, straight. I also can do the back dips straight to the good, burn out on them, no problem. I'll be straight. I feel good afterwards. I can get up, I can do a mile, you know what I'm saying? Walking, jogging, whatever, da-da-da-da. Feet be hurting when I do it, though. That's what I'm working on now. But, bro, I cannot do 2 pull-ups. I cannot do 2 pull-ups. I don't feel ashamed about it, man. But I'm just keeping it 1,000. Jumping up on the bar and doing pull-ups, I can't do 2 of them. I can't do 2 of them. I can do more than a mile, fam. I'm out of shape, of course, because I haven't been doing this all the time. I'm getting myself back into shape. I can go play basketball. I can run. I'm not overweight. I mean, I'm overweight, but I weigh 190. I'm 6'2", 190. I want to get down to about 180. I've been eating cleaner, eating better, trying my best, been struggling, fell off. I've been keeping that updated with y'all. And we are waiting for everybody that's here. We just waiting for them to come outside the courtroom. I can do push-ups, nigga, 50. And that won't be it. I can do 50 push-ups right now, come back another hour, do another 50. Or 30 minutes later, get another set in. Sometimes I do 60 straight, 70 straight. But I don't have it in me, nigga, to do a pull-up for some reason. I can't do it. I can't do it. I did 2 and done. Tried it again today. So my goal now, I gotta start small on the pull-ups. 10. How many of you niggas can do pull-ups? Let's keep it a band. When was the last time you niggas did a pull-up? Shout out to my dude. I don't know him anything like that. Shout out to Shooter93 on Instagram. I think they coming out now. Okay, that's DiddY's sons right there coming out. Let's listen. There's Justin, King, Quincy. They all just walked out, so we should be seeing something soon. So for the people that don't know, if you could do a pull-up, I salute you and respect you, man. I'm gonna get in there though. We working, man. Shout out to my people that's in the gym. I'm trying to get right. I'm trying to eat better. I'm working on it. For the niggas that can do the pull-up, salute to you. Shout out to Shooter93, the guy with the dreads out of New York. That nigga be outside doing pull-ups all day. Pull-ups, back dips. That nigga got his stuff set up on his block on 12th Street in Harlem or Brookwood, one of the boroughs. And I follow him on Grammy. Very motivational, bro. Y'all go follow him as well. I got to get on that nigga level, nigga. That nigga just out there doing pull-ups and all type of workouts. That nigga got the body gear of weight that he puts on while he doing the pull-ups. So we waiting for the people that just came in. DiddY's sons walked out, Quincy, Justin, and King Combs. They all just walked out. Facts. We working on it, man. It's a process. I haven't done the best. I haven't done the best job of taking care of myself, but we only got we only get one body, man. We get one life to live. And I'm gonna do my best to just, I'm gonna enjoy myself too, but I want to start just making sure I'm putting the training and the cardio in your body, because they tell you this is DiddY Lawyer right here, y'all. This should be DiddY's Lawyer. I think we should go back to the other channel. They had a better view. Hold on, this is good. This is good. Let's see what he got to say.
Yeah, everybody. We made a bail appeal. Judge Carter. It did not go our way. The fight continues. We're not giving up by a long shot. I told Mr. Combs I'm going to try and get his case to trial as The fight continues. We're not giving up by a long shot. I told Mr. Combs I'm going to try and get his case to trial as quickly as possible. I'm going to try and minimize the amount of time he spends in very, very difficult and I believe inhumane housing conditions in the special housing unit of the Metropolitan Detention Facility. And I'm going to do everything that I can to move his case as quickly as possible. Devices that they have to download and provide to me, but everything's on the government's timetable, nothing's on the defendant's timetable, and they're going to have to accommodate me and him and give us a quick trial, and I'm going to be pushing for that. He's ready, he's focused. He has been ready to defend this case since he first found out about this case. Nothing has changed from his perspective. I obviously would much prefer to fight this case with him out of jail, and we are going to try to bring that about through additional legal process. But wherever he is, his resolve is the same. He believes he's innocent. I believe he's innocent, and we're going to fight this case with all of our might until we don't have to fight any longer. I'm not really going to take any questions, but at this point, we are moving forward. We're preparing for trial as we speak, and we are considering our next steps and appealing the court's ruling from today. All right. Thank you all very much. I really appreciate it. He's doing good. Oh yeah, sure. Yeah. I'll do that. All right. So in the past, Essex County, New Jersey, it's a county facility, but it has a contract with the federal government, and you can get certain number of federal inmates in Essex County, New Jersey. And in my experience, it's an easier place to deal with. I think it's better for the person being housed there, and it's easier to get access, to him. I mean, one of the hardest things when you're preparing for a very significant trial with a great deal of discovery is you want your client to be able to have access to, the electronic discovery. Nothing nowadays is in paper form. Everything's electronic. So you need to make sure that your client has access to a computer and that it can look at the discovery, that comes in. So that was my idea. All right. I'm going to go. Thank you. He's good.
And I'm guessing that's it, y'all. Yeah. Did y'all hear him? It was kind of low, but I'm guessing that's it. DiddY denied. Let me read the bail package for y'all that they did offer for the people that weren't able to see it. I'm going to read it real quick. For the people that did not get to see the bail package, I have it right here somewhere. Just a second. This is the proposed package they offered, and this was an appeal today to the initial denial, which most of the time in these things, they do deny these. You know what I'm saying? But let me read what they offered for DiddY to be bonded out on this thing. Let me go back and see what anybody else is talking about. If anybody else got anything live going on. Hold on. This is crazy. We in some wild times, man. We in some wild times. Let's see if anybody else is still streaming it.
For my business because of its massive scope for functionality and freedom.
Yeah, I think everybody's cutting off their streams pretty much. They outside the courtroom still. We'll leave a view up just in case anything happens, but I'm pretty sure that's it. We'll leave a screen up just in case. Let me read DiddY's bond package to y'all. This is the proposed package that him and his lawyer put together. It says the defense proposes the following bail package: a $50 million bond. That's A. B. Co-signed by Sean Combs, his mother, his sister, the mother of his oldest daughter, and his 3 adult sons. C. Secured by the equity in Mr. Combs' residence located at 2 West Star Island in Miami, Florida. That's C. And then it says part A of C is the appraised value of the home is about $48 million. B. The home is unencumbered in anticipation of this bail hearing. On August 20th, 2024, Mr. Combs paid off the remaining mortgage of about $18 million so that the home could be used to secure a bond and be free of mortgage. D. Secured by the equity of Mr. Combs' mother's home located at 450 Alton Road in Miami, Florida. C. Mr. Combs' travel will be restricted to the Southern District of Florida and the Southern District of New York to attend court, meet his counsel, and attend medical appointments, which we will address to the court in separate sealed submission, as well as Eastern District of New York or District of New Jersey, only to the extent his travel and from New York involves an airport in those districts. F. Mr. Combs' passport was surrendered to his counsel on April 1st, 2024. His counsel advised prosecutors of this fact in an email dated the same day. Counsel will provide the passport to pretrial services. G. The passports of the following family members who have already surrendered their passports to counsel after the raids on Mr. Combs' homes. A. Janice Combs. B. Chance Combs. C. Jesse Combs. D. Delilah Combs. And E. Love Combs. That's that, y'all. DiddY was denied bond right there, as y'all seen. Yeah, man, it's real. This is how the game go. This is how it goes every time, man. It's always a process. I don't want to act like I know everything because I don't. I don't know how many times he will get the opportunity to appeal this. I don't know. I don't want to get on here and lie and make nothing up. I don't know if he has another appeal he could try to shoot for. They're going to try to get for a fast, speedy trial. As his lawyer said right there, I'm going to say innocent until proven guilty in the court of law. I haven't seen any evidence yet. I'm getting a lot of mixed feelings on it from the people. Some of y'all hitting me up saying this. Some of y'all hitting me up saying that. Man, I don't know. I don't know. I wasn't there. I don't participate in this type of behavior. I'm not into the hiring male sex workers or anything like that is what he's accused of. I'll stand on this that, you know, being a freaky nigga and, you know, wanting to see other people have sex and having orgies and sex parties, that's not a crime. But that's not what he's being charged for, y'all. That's not what he's being charged for. That's not what he's being charged for. That's not what he's being charged for at all. He's being charged for the way it's being done. It's the way he's being done. It's not him having the sex parties. So we want to make sure y'all are getting the facts, y'all. It's not DiddY having the sex parties while he's being charged. He's not being charged for having the sex parties. It's the way that he's going about having the sex parties. And when I say the way he's having them, meaning, hey, they saying he's forcing people. They saying he's drugging people. They saying he's using his power, his business, his status in the game, and making people feel like they have no choice but to do this. That being mixed in with that of hiring sex workers to come in, paying them, They claim in the indictment that DiddY has even had his crew, his staff come in and clean up the sex parties at the hotels afterwards. He's even recorded these. They say that they found the video. I haven't saw the video, y'all. I haven't saw no videos. Y'all are questioning this, questioning that. It's okay to be in a place of waiting. It's okay to not know. He's being charged. This doesn't mean he's guilty. The facts will come out. The facts will come out, y'all. They saying he forcing drugs on people. If you go to anybody, what people need to know and understand, if it is documented, whether through text message, through recording, through audio, through any way, shape, form, and fashion, if it's documented that, hey, you went up to somebody and you said, hey, if you don't do this or you don't participate in this, I'm going to cut off your money or I'm going to embarrass you. That can be looked at as blackmail. That's looked at as blackmail in certain factions. Now, you still have a choice, but they saying he's threatened. This is alleged, y'all. I'm not coming up with none of this. This is in the indictment. They saying they can prove he told one of the victims, and it might be Cassie, hey, if you don't keep doing these sex parties, I'm going to release the videos and let the whole world see you in this video. If you say that, that's going to be considered forcing. Now, the kidnapping charge can be as simple as when Cassie was trying to run away, him dragging her back like that. I don't make the laws. I don't make the rules. Him beating her up on video, him dragging her, that can be considered kidnapping. Now, that actual incident in itself does not go to the federal level. Assault, beating your girl, sex crimes, that does not get you to the federal level. It's when they tie it all in one. And when they have video proof, they're just going to use this as to paint your character to make the other things say this. So if DiddY had a video, if DiddY has, and they say they have a video, y'all, I didn't say it, he said it. Damian Williams, the U.S. attorney of the Southern District, Damian Williams, he say that they have a video of DiddY's freak off. He say they got the video of he say they got the 1,000 bottles of oil, nigga, not me. This is what they say. I told y'all innocent until proven guilty. I ain't seen nothing yet, nigga. I ain't seen nothing yet, nigga. I don't know. I can't give y'all what I ain't seen. And if I had the video, y'all wouldn't see it for me. I wouldn't put the video out. Hey, nigga, that ain't none of my business. Y'all ain't playing with no kids. Y'all ain't, I don't see you dragging a woman and forcing her to rape her in front of me. Man, if that's your lady, I'm not going to know about it till it hit the public, nigga. This is what they said. They found the bottles of baby oil, and they saying that baby oil is in the freak off video. So all of this is being tied into why they brought the charges up, y'all. They go to DiddY crib. They find the guns. The guns become part of the RICO because they say he's used these weapons to threaten people before. Now, the guns are the least of DiddY's worries right now because normally these guns would be having AR-15s, serial number scratched off. They most definitely are illegal and most definitely can get you fed time depending on where they at, depending on where you're living at, where you're staying at, and what other crimes you did with them, or if you were a convicted felon, for sure, the feds can pick it up. It's a fact. The issue is, though, when they tying all this together, the charges are conspiracy, racketeering, and something else. And it's of these things. Conspiracy is the most loose charge you can catch, bro. The conspiracy charge is the most loose charge you can catch because that means they don't have to catch you with any evidence. They just gotta, bro. Conspire means you plan to do something. Like, I talked to somebody about this. Meaning, all we gotta do is show proof. If you go to trial, all we got to do is show proof that you, when you went to trial, that you talked to somebody about doing this, you plan to do this, and you set this up. Homeland Security involved. They able to get text messages. They able to get phone calls, DMs. They able to get it all. Now, number 87 on the indictment says, Mr. Combs always supplied Ms. Ventura, which is Cassie, and the sex worker with copious amounts of drugs before and after the FOs. That's the freak-offs. Ms. Ventura was given ecstasy, cocaine, GHB, ketamine, marijuana, and alcohol in excessive amounts during the freak-offs, which allowed her to disassociate during these horrific encounters. It became a commonplace to get IV fluids in the days after a freak off to recover from the excessive substances pushed upon her. During freak offs, Combs distributed a variety of controlled substances to his victims, in part to keep the victims obedient and compliant. Sometimes, unbeknownst to the victims, Combs kept videos he filmed of victims engaging in sex acts with commercial sex workers. After freak offs, Combs and the victims typically received IV fluids to recover from the physical exertion and drug use. I'm not making this up. Y'all is reading it. This is the indictment, y'all. Mr. Combs began to call the arrangement a freak off. He would repeatedly tell Ms. Ventura at random moments that he wanted a freak off, and Ms. Ventura was eventually expected to facilitate the location and the hiring of the male sex workers. Combs then used force, threats of force, and coercion to cause victims to engage in extended sex acts with male commercial sex workers that Combs referred to as, amongst other things, freak-offs. The defendant arranged freak-offs with the assistance of members and associates of the enterprise. This is where the racketeering and RICO comes in, y'all. That's where the racketeering and RICO comes in. Yes, the bond was denied. This is where the racketeering and RICO comes in at, right there. Multiple sex workers, but it says the defendant arranged freak-offs with the assistance of members and associates of the enterprise. The enterprise is all of his companies. So if you're paying people with your companies and they work for your company, but they helping you put these sex things together, that's where the RICO and racketeering and conspiracy and all that ties in, and they take it to the federal level. I don't know. I haven't saw nothing, y'all. I'm not saying the man guilty. I haven't seen anything. People are into freaky stuff. I'm a nasty nigga myself. I'm not this nasty. You understand what I'm saying? I'm a freaky nigga myself. I ain't on this level though. You feel me? You understand what I'm saying? I love me a nasty woman, love me a freaky woman. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not the nigga that's gonna pay dudes to come sleep. According to the indictment, I'm not saying DiddY did any of this. I haven't saw it. Innocent until proven guilty. I'm not a nigga that's into paying a man to come sleep with the girl that I deal with. I don't want to watch a man and a woman have sex and I jack off and I'm paying the guy to do it, or paying them to have an orgy while I sit in the corner. I don't want to record it and store the videos. That's not my thing. Now, some people are into this and it's done consensually. But what they are saying, this is the accusation. He forced people to do this by threats, by abuse. If you do that, it falls into this. Human trafficking is very vague now, for sure. But it's not I deal with the woman that I consider a girlfriend, I gave her money, or we just into some freaky stuff, and when she left, I gave her money. They are claiming they have evidence of the force. We shall see how everything plays out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Not me. No. I'm not the nigga. I'm not that guy. I'm not into the cuckers, the cucker behavior. You know, they got the cuckers out here now that pay men that sleep with their wife. I'm not a cucker, so that ain't really my lane. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, you know, I'm just keeping it a band. Y'all do y'all. Some people do that legally. And I know people are saying, well, Cassie was with it. Cassie was with it. I don't know. I was not there. But if they have evidence of it, y'all, what can we say? That's if. DiddY said he's innocent. I'm not going to say he's guilty. But Homeland Security got involved for a reason. DiddY did not run. DiddY chose to stay. DiddY chose to fight. DiddY could have left. Now, true, his home was raided first. His home was raided, but he could have really burnt out and felt it was finna get real after the lawsuits came. Once all the lawsuits came, DiddY could have chose to burn out. DiddY chose to stay. And then in April, this back in April, from the package, he surrendered his passport. So obviously he feels like he got nothing to hide, man. That's on DiddY. Y'all tell me what y'all think in the comments right now. Y'all turn us up on the lights too. I'm going to read a few comments before we get up out of here. We've seen a lot of these cases happen. Pimping and pandering in any form, shape, or fashion now has been upgraded. Pimping and pandering has been upgraded to pimping and pandering has now been upgraded to human trafficking, y'all. So just so y'all know that. Just so y'all know that pimping and pandering has been upgraded to human trafficking. I don't make the rules. I don't create the rules. This is the laws of the land. I suggest you follow them. I don't make them. Let's go over here to, excuse me, y'all. My bad. I want to go, we're going to go watch this real quick on ABC for y'all. We'll bring this up, and then we'll get up out of here. I'm going to tap in with some people in the chat, read what y'all got to say. If you do a super chat, not needed. The donation is not needed. But if you do a super chat, I will read yours first. I'll read the super chats first. I know y'all like to have y'all's read first. Not needed, though. I'm going to read some comments for free. We don't need the donations, just the participation. Y'all get in the comments. We're going to read that as soon as this video is over. Then we'll get up out of here. Let me play this. Hit that like button and turn us up, too. This is coming from ABC right here.
Case. He's back in federal breaking news in the DiddY Combs case. He's back in federal court today in Manhattan, this time trying to secure bail. The music mogul was denied bail yesterday after his arrest on sex trafficking and other charges. Prosecutors say that the charges
My bad, this is old.
years of sexual abuse.
My bad, y'all. This old. This old. My
He
bad. My
pleaded
bad.
not
My
guilty
bad. My
to
bad.
those
This old. We
charges,
gonna
and
tap
he
in with the
made
chat,
that
then we'll
plea
get up out of
yesterday.
here.
I want to bring in ABC News' Alex Stone along with ABC News legal contributor and trial attorney Brian Buckmeyer for more on this. So again, we're still waiting to hear the judge's decision today because again, his defense team is trying.
This all. Okay. That's all. That's all. My bad, y'all. Thought we had something new. Ain't nobody put out nothing new yet. So we speaking on it in real time. Y'all turn it up. We are here. Let me look in the comments, see what y'all got. Why they say 31 minutes ago?
Sam Adams made a light beer.
Maybe it's a little bit longer than 31 minutes
New
ago.
Sam Adams American Light.
Breaking news in the DiddY Combs case. He's back in federal. Said that Combs did not appear to react, but that he had his eyes cast downward while he was seated at the defense table when this all came down. And so, Brian Buckmeyer, to you. The judge said the defense proposal to this bail package was insufficient, and that the government, on the other side of that, provided sufficient evidence that Combs is a danger to the community and a danger to obstruct justice and intimidate witnesses. And Brian, I find some of that language particularly interesting when you think about what his defense attorneys were trying to argue, and they were essentially trying to paint a picture of what it would look like if he was to be allowed out on bail, with security teams monitoring his comings and goings, who would come into the residence. And Brian, his own defense lawyer used the language, "What I'm trying to fashion is a situation where any witness intimidation would be virtually impossible."
Yeah, and that was the issue that we saw with the initial judge yesterday, that in evaluating this case for the possibility of bond and or bail, that there's always the issue of flight, whether or not someone's going to flee the state, flee the country, whatever it may be, and not come back to court, but also whether or not that Sean Combs's power and influence could be a force of threatening, witness intimidation, or reoccurring or reoffending in a way that would harm other women in his inner circle, so to speak. And so the defense is trying to fashion a way of saying he has no opportunity to intimidate witnesses, even though there's alleged evidence that he's reaching out to some of those women to try to ensure that they're not coming forward after that Cassie lawsuit came forward. But it seems like, as you quoted the judge, that was insufficient, that whatever the bail package the defense tried to put forward was not enough for this judge, Judge Carter, to say that he would be a safety to the community and would return back to court on each and every date.
I mean, right. Again, there was a head of a private security firm even appearing in court. There would be a pre-approved list of visitors, and Combs would have no access to a cell phone or the internet under this defense proposal that, again, was denied by the judge today. So he will remain in a federal facility until court. And Alex, as we read some of these notes again from Aaron Katursky, it was really interesting when the defense, tried to talk about the trust that they were trying to build with the court in terms of getting DiddY into New York ahead of this and ahead of his arrest, knowing that this was coming. And at one point, the defense called DiddY an actual altar boy. Alex, the judge pushed back on that pretty quickly.
The judge did push back on that, saying no, that you can't say that. And they said today he is eminently trustworthy, is the quote that was used in an argument to the court, saying he came to New York. He is not going to flee. We're going to put all of these different aspects into play. And he will put up $50 million, his Miami home. His family members would sign off. He wouldn't be able to travel. Women would not be able to come into his home. And then they went beyond that. When the judge seemed like he was skeptical today, they said, well, all right, what about these other things of putting police outside his home, keeping a log of visitors coming in and out? But the judge today saying the government, reading Aaron's notes here, the government had provided sufficient evidence that Combs is a danger to the community and a danger to obstruct justice and intimidate witnesses. A lot of this coming back to prosecutors saying he had tried to reach out to an alleged victim, saying essentially that if she continued to defend him and stayed on his side, financially she would be okay. They said that was a problem and made their argument today. And the judge coming down on the side of prosecutors.
Certainly did. And Brian, it sounds like he's going to be held in a special housing unit there in Brooklyn. Are you able to read us in on what that's like at all?
Yeah, so he's going to be in the Metropolitan Detention Center. We call it MDC. It's where Sam Bankman-Friedman, where R. Kelly was pending prosecution. It is called a special housing unit, but people who are there call it the SHU, S-H-U. It's a part of segregated population where people are not in what you often hear as gen pop or general population. Some of the difficulties of that, I've had clients in the SHU, is sometimes they literally go missing for some 30, 45 days. It's sometimes a place where people go when they have infractions while they're incarcerated. And what I mean by disappear is they don't have access or full access to phones, the internet, calls. Sometimes when my clients go into the SHU, the first time I hear about it is when their family members say, Mr. Bryan, I can't find my son. I can't find my loved one. Where are they? And it's only through investigation that we find there's an infraction of something in the sense that they're in the SHU. So to the defense attorney's point, Mark, he's saying it's going to be much harder for him to try to mount a defense based on the limitations of where he'll be in that SHU. Again, S-H-U, not like S-H-O-E, based on just the ins and outs of how segregated population works in MDC.
Wow, how times can change here. In nearly a year, this investigation has been going on, and it wasn't that long ago that Sean Diddy Combs was offered a key to the city there in New York, where he is now being held in a federal facility awaiting trial. Alex and Brian, our thanks to both of you.
What's for dinner?
The defense called ahead of this and ahead of will remain in a federal facility until court. And Alex, as we read some of these notes again from Aaron Katersky, it was really interesting when the defense, tried to talk about the trust that they were trying to build.
So they did start talking about what happened today. This is what killed it probably for them. This is what they tried to come in there and say, Diddy not a threat. He's a good dude, everything like that. But when you do this is what's going to make them, you're trying to cover something up, which they already looking to deny your bond anyways. That's what they going to do. They always looking for a reason to deny you the bond. But this right here,
with the court in terms of getting Diddy into New York ahead of this and ahead of his arrest, knowing that this was coming. And at one point, the defense called Diddy an actual altar boy. Alex, the judge pushed back on that pretty quickly.
The judge did push back on that, saying no, that you can't say that. And they said today he is eminently trustworthy is the quote that was used in an argument to the court, saying he came to New York. He is not going to flee. We're going to put all of these different aspects into play, and he will put up $50 million, his Miami home. His family members would sign off. He wouldn't be able to travel. Women skeptical today. They said, well, all right. What about these other things of putting police outside his home, keeping a log of visitors coming in and out? But the judge today saying the government, reading Aaron's notes here, the government had provided sufficient evidence that Combs is a danger to the community and a danger to obstruct justice and intimidate witnesses. A lot of this coming back to prosecutors saying he had tried to reach out to an alleged victim, saying essentially that if she continued to defend him and stayed on his side, financially she would be okay. They said that was a problem, and made their argument today, and the judge coming down on the side of prosecutors. Made their argument today, and the judge coming down on provided sufficient evidence that Combs is a danger to the.
Now, I don't know what they got and don't got, y'all. I don't know what evidence they got. I don't know what phone calls they got. I don't know what text messages they got, man. I don't know. But if they saying, hey, he reached out to somebody and told them speak on his behalf and they going to be straight, I'm just saying, y'all, I'm not a nigga that makes these rules. I'm not a nigga that creates the laws. I'm just saying what they going to do in the court of law. They going to treat it like, hey, bro, you trying to bribe your witnesses. That can be a charge of witness tampering, just keeping it 1,000. They make the laws, not me. I'm going to say innocent until proven guilty. I'm going to say innocent until proven guilty. I haven't seen the video yet. I'm not going to watch the video if it do make it public, but I'm pretty sure they're going to keep it private. They might watch it in the courtroom. I don't know how that works. I don't know what a DiddY plea deal is here. They say 15 years mandatory minimum. 15 years mandatory minimum. I don't know if he can plea out for that. We shall see, man. Let me tap in with some people in the chat and we finna get up out of here. Russell said he didn't know what he was waiting on. Shout out to Yuquaba 100. Who he think he is? You ain't Lonzo, nigga, and this ain't training day. It's Cameron, you crazy. Hey, it ain't about what you know, it's about what you can prove, nigga. Big Ant. No matter who the brother is, after you cross a $500 million, they not letting them black men keep that money. You cannot pass it down to your kids. I've heard that conversation. I see that conversation. I understand that conversation, most definitely. But it's about how you come up with that 500 million. It's about how, who you got in bed with, and what you do. What you do. Now, we do need to be known. Do I feel like they go harder on niggas than they do other people? Of course. But there are a lot of there's way more white dudes that get locked up for this shit that ain't famous than that are. We just don't pay attention to their cases. The thing is, DiddY's successful. He's a mogul. He's an actor. Millions of records sold. Hip-hop face. So him doing this is a big thing. When some other white dude on the block is doing all this type of shit, nobody gives a fuck. DiddY is the image of what it's cool. Understand that. That's why we in the mood. That's why we in the movies. That's why the headlines of these news. That's why this is world news, because DiddY is seen as cool. Our culture might crack jokes on DiddY. We might crack jokes on DiddY here on that. Take that. Love, brother, love, whatever. He knows it's just jokes. He knows it's fun and games. But to the people who are outside the culture, DiddY is seen as a cool guy. He's hip. He's had ties to one of the top rappers, Biggie Smalls, record label, always in our face, liquor ambassador, clothing line, movies, actor, all that. So when you seen it's cool and you have any of this go on, this is going to be the results of it. That's just what it is, bro. This is not just a black man thing. Now, it's people that do this behind the scenes for sure that they know about, who they haven't ran down on yet. Do I think that they just found out about this with DiddY recently? Of course not. Of course not. Do I think that they didn't have rumblings or have reports of DiddY doing the type of stuff like this? Of course not. They know about this already. Now, who did DiddY piss off? Somebody. But guess what? I would tell a nigga, when you get to that level, and most of the time to get to that level, you don't get to that level most of the time. Not all the time. You don't get to that level unless you keep a cool player low key and stay out the way and be able to keep your money. A lot of these niggas, to get to that level, they had to piss a lot of people off. Now, I want y'all to know this, nigga. I want y'all to know this. If you become a $200 million nigga, bro, and you in the eye of the public every day, you're having money, you're having success, you rich, you lit, you gonna be critiqued the most if you in sight. That's why people say it's better to be out of sight, out of mind. Because if your money is in entertainment, if you are successful in entertainment, you can be positive. Your good can outweigh your bad. You can be a $500 million nigga, helping niggas, giving money away, all these other things. They gonna come for your neck. whether it be them people, whether it be your friends, whether it be fans. They gonna try to pick out every flaw. They gonna try to create a narrative about you. That's what come with success. See, you don't get to the level of finance, and I'm not even speaking about DiddY. I'm speaking in general. There is no such thing as public entertainment, financial success, and entertainment success without hate, without judgment, without jealousy. This ain't got nothing to do with DiddY. I'm just telling you how it worked for any nigga. So imagine if you are a nigga that has pissed people off. Imagine if you are a nigga that has rubbed people the wrong way. Imagine if you done somebody who done messed people over in business. So just letting it be known, man. We got to wait and see what happened. I'm going to say innocent until proven guilty again. The facts will come out. We'll just have to see what happened, man. Y'all stay up, stay blessed. I'm finna get up out of here real quick. We'll be back later on tonight, probably. We shall see. If not, I'll be back Thursday night. If not, Friday night for sure, man. We got more coming. Y'all stay up. How many likes we got, man? Y'all ain't hitting no. Let's hit the likes and turn it up, man. We don't need no donations. Just do that participation, man. Let's go to one report and then we'll get up out of here. Hit the like button, y'all. Hit the like button. We're going to go to one more report and then we gone. One more report and then we gone, y'all. One more report and then we are gone. Go to CBS real quick. They just updated with their clip. CBS New York. My bad, y'all. My bad. I refuse to fucking update my damn account.
Sean DiddY Combs ordered to stay behind bars. His lawyers, his mother's home, as well as collateral. Breaking news. We begin with some breaking news here tonight. Sean DiddY Combs ordered to stay behind bars. His lawyers offered up his Miami home, his mother's home, as well as collateral. Also, he would forfeit his passport, but it wasn't enough to keep him out of jail until trial. Jennifer Bisram inside the courtroom when that judge handed down that decision. Jennifer?
Hi, Christine. This was Sean DiddY Combs' second day in court after those federal charges and after spending a night in a federal lockup. He walked in the courtroom very calm, very confident. His sons were in the courtroom, and at one point, he even blew them a kiss and put his hand to his heart. But just about a half hour ago, the judge denied him bail again, saying if released, he could tamper with evidence and contact witnesses. Now, if you may recall, this music mogul has been charged with sex trafficking, racketeering conspiracy, and transportation to engage in prostitution. Prosecutors argued he is a flight risk and used the term dangerousness today a lot, saying his violence against women went on for decades, and he ran an elaborate sex acts called freak-offs. And he had a team who helped him with everything from setting up rooms to supplies. Now, prosecutors also said freak-off activity is the core of this case. They say the victims and escorts that were presented in this case so far is just the tip of the iceberg. They also argued that if bail was granted, risk of obstruction would be heightened because of Combs' power. And they say just last week, he contacted a witness over 50 times. Now, Sean DiddY Combs' attorney argued Combs is trustworthy. He had a had drug addiction and anger issues, and that he went to rehab for that. But he said that they also said that he had a foolproof system for bail. A new security service would monitor Combs 24/7 at his Miami home. He would not have access to internet or phone, so he would not be able to contact witnesses, and he submitted his passport. They say also in good faith, he put his $45 million Miami mansion up, his home up for collateral, and is in the process of selling his plane. Now, at the end, the judge ruled his bail package was insufficient. Listen to his attorney as the attorney left the courtroom just a short time ago.
It did not go our way. The fight continues. We're not giving up by a long shot. I told Mr. Combs I'm going to try and get his case to trial as quickly as possible. I'm going to try and minimize the amount of time he spends in very, very difficult and, I believe, inhumane housing conditions.
And again, Sean DiddY Combs will now remain in federal custody until his trial date. He denies all charges. Again, you heard from his attorney just a short time ago. Now, if convicted on those felony charges, he faces 15 years to life in prison. We are live in Lower Manhattan. Jennifer Bisram, CBS News, New York. Christine?
Jen, I understand while you were in that courtroom, you could actually see Sean DiddY Combs' face. What was his reaction when he learned that he was going to have to stay behind bars?
Christine, that's very interesting because he came in very calm, very confident. At times, he would look at the attorneys as they spoke and presented their cases to the judge. But when the judge denied him bail again, he was emotionless. So I guess throughout the trial, again, throughout the day or the proceedings, rather, he was very, very confident. But that was not the case at the end of these proceedings.
All right, Jen, thank you for that perspective and the update today. You can find all of our coverage on the investigations into DiddY dating back to last year at cbsnewyork.com.
Them phone calls hurt him on this, man. They saying he did it. I didn't see the proof, but they saying he did it. 50 calls, bro. That's all I'm telling people. This is how it's coming, dog. They make the rules. They make the laws. It's all about your credibility in the courtroom. It ain't about what you know. It's about what you can prove. And it's about credibility. DiddY credibility in the court of public opinion is for sure shot right now after that Cassie video came out. It made people not be able to stand next to him. It made people feel like, well, damn, if I'm seen standing next to you and supporting you outright after seeing that video, I'm going to look crazy because you denied all of this. Now, I don't expect DiddY to come out and admit this wrongdoing. I don't expect DiddY to come out and admit mistakes made. That's between him and God. But if you come out and you speak on it and say, none of this stuff is true, I never did nothing like this, I'm not capable of anything like this, and then a video come out of you doing something like this, it's like, wow, now people going to feel that way. Now, if you call the people 50 times, you call the witnesses, they get that information. It's another thing that happened with R. Kelly. I don't know all the details of R. Kelly case, but I did see one thing that some of his team, they was trying to reach out to some victims or some alleged victims and trying to bribe them and pay them and tell them not to say nothing. They were hit with that and charged with that because the feds picked it up. Just telling y'all what it is. We're going to figure everything out. Innocent until proven guilty. I have to wait till everything comes out. We shall see. We'll be back later, man. Y'all subscribe. Y'all hit that like button. How many likes we got, man? How many likes we got right now? How many likes we got right now? How many likes we got right now? Get us 40 more likes, man. Get us 40 more likes, and we're going to get up out of here, man. 40 more likes. Yeah, y'all turn us up, man. Get us 40 more. For sure. Appreciate everybody that supported it, man. Keep the channel going. Keep the platform going. I would say this for anybody. Don't make no female feel forced. I would say this for anybody. If you is paying, don't be using your business and your coworkers to do it, because certain niggas pay. You know what I'm saying? You know, I pay indirectly. I don't pay directly. When I say that, I mean, like, I take women out to eat and shit like that. But, you know, we ain't going and doing no sex rings and flying people in, none of that. I would just say, people, I know y'all got y'all things. Y'all can feel how y'all want to feel, but to keep yourself out of trouble, avoid this type of shit. Avoid this type of shit. Recording them videos and da-da-da-da and all that shit, man. Having a hotel freak off and all that shit, man. Stay away from that shit. Get us 4 more likes and, you know, do y'all one thing, 1, 2 thing. Consensual is understanding. Consensual is understanding, man. If a girl's consenting, that has the right. The man has the right. Consenting adults, cool. But if it's like this, and man, don't make nobody feel forced. It ain't gonna work out for you. It just ain't. We up out of here, man. We up out of here. Y'all hit that like button, turn it up. We got more coming. All that, man. 1,000 for shit show. Stay on your pivot. We appreciate the support. Shout out to Courtney Love in the building. Shout out to Jay Quelly. Shout out to Yaqueba. Shout out to ED123. Shout out to S. Cameron. Shout out to For Fun, KC. Everybody who tapped in. Everybody else who tapped in. Let me give y'all shout outs real quick. We appreciate everybody showing the love. Shout out to everybody city, man. We got people from everywhere. Yeah, shout out to, check out the replay, man. Shout out to the replay gang. Shout out to everybody getting off of work, too. Know y'all had a long day. We know how them work days be, man. We outside with it. Y'all stay up, stay blessed, man. We'll be back. Jay Quilly, 100. Marlon Reed, 100. For Fun, 100. Ernesto Ruiz, 100. Sacramento in the building. Macramento for shit show. 1,000. Sacramento, California, yay. That's where you run the sack up at, the big sack, nigga. We outside with it, man. I'm finna hit the streets one time and see what's what out here. And we'll be back, man.